Greetings and ni hao, Pokémon Masters! Welcome back to the Zongu Research Labs! Thank you all so much for joining us. Tonight, we will be returning to the Iron Empire on our journey to become the Zongu League champions. I am your illustrious host and GM, Majors.
I'm Andrew, also known as the up-and-coming trainer, Garrett.
Hi, I'm Toge, and I will be playing as Mora, the Pokemon trainer.
And last but not least...
Oh, hi, I'm Columbia. Don't rise down, don't put down. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Bazzard, but you can call me Brock the Pokemon trainer.
Nice.
Wonderful. You guys did so good with that. I'm glad we're getting into the thick of it. Y'all, it's time to return to the region we all love so much. It's Zongu time, baby. Before we get started, though, let's go through a small recap of events that have led you to where you are now. That's right. It's time for the first of many Recaps Repeats Theaters!
Previously on this podcast.
Yes, previously on Avatar. So, last time we left off, you three were aspiring trainers who just moved to the Zongu region from a faraway land. Doesn't matter where, just a land that you should know was in the Pokemon world. While exploring your new town of residence, you run into a boy around the same age as you, asking for your appearance at the region's primary Pokemon lab in Brunel City. After learning more about the region's traditions, including the trials, and just generally chatting it up with your new companion, you make your way over to the Pokemon lab. Once you arrive, you are greeted by Professor Bodhi, the Pokemon professor of the region and top researcher of Pokemon Care. He has invited you to his lab to make you three official Pokemon trainers and help you fulfill your youths in Zongu. To help you do so, he has offered you each 3 Pokemon to get you started on your journey. Now, your only task is to choose your starters.
Man, this is the tough part. You pick one starter and you want the other 2 afterwards.
Yes, it always seems to be that way, doesn't it? And everyone seems to always pick the fire starter first or the water starter first. The grass starter never gets that much love.
How dare you? I loved Chespin.
You were the only one who loved Chespin.
No one would ever.
Bulbasaur gang, rise up.
Bulb gang, plant gang, rise up. Bring it back.
Plant gang, rise up, yo.
Hashtag plant gang, bring it back. All right, but yeah. Anyway, we now proceed further. As you remember, there are 3 little critters standing in front of you right now. There's the grass type Ryubi, the fire type Chino, and the water type Marintis. Today, you will be choosing your starter Pokemon. In order to keep things nice and orderly and all the like, we decided to conduct a poll in our last video, and we continued it over on our Discord server, helping us to see who should get what starter. For one, I do want to thank everybody who did get a chance to watch our last video. We apologize if this one's coming out a little bit later than the last one. We've had a lot of technical difficulties and recording issues here and there, but we do want to let you know that we are at least going to try and get one of these out every month.
Yeah. This is technically our second attempt at recording, so we already kind of know the results of the starters we picked, but we're just gonna let the story tell for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah, we're all here for you, and we're gonna try and give you that sweet, delectable content. You just gotta give us patience and keep us in the loop about what you guys want to see. But with all that YouTuber stuff out of the way, we return back, and as I mentioned, we have a poll to go through. After looking at all the results, I think we have some pretty solid options. Starting off our list, Toge, you actually got the most votes out of any of the people. So I decided to put you first. That okay with you?
Oh, all right. That sounds pretty okay.
That sounds pretty okay and just. Well, just to let you know, the majority of the votes puts you with yo baby, Ryubi, the grass type.
Yay!
So in this case, like I said, we're doing this in order just so that you can pick your starters. But I do want to ask you: are you cool with having Ryubi? Is that a starter that you're good with? That's a
yes.
That's a resounding yes.
My boy, my baby.
My baby.
Speaking of grass type gang, rise up.
Grass type gang, rise up. Hey. All right. So Mora, just as you are going towards the starters, the fruit bat Pokemon above you starts to fly up towards you, looks you in the eye, and kind of just does a little head wobble with you. As you guys get more intimate, it gives you a cute little smile and offers you a bite of its delicious Nab berry that it's been eating.
I won't take it, but thank you.
You give him back his fruit. He's very thankful for it. But it seems that you guys have a genuine connection. He perches himself on your shoulder and nuzzles into your neck, thus cementing you as partner, Pokemon, and trainer.
Wait, is it actually male or female?
Let's find out. I have with me, as a DM, just to let you guys know, this is based on a Pokemon RPG game, D&D style. I put the link in the description of both the last video, and I'm going to put in this video as well. But just so you know, genders is not always something we consider. But since it's been asked, I'm going to roll my D20 here. And I'm going to let you know whether it is odd, which will make it a male, or even, which will make it a female. It is odd, so it is male.
I'll love him regardless.
He is a beautiful baby boy, all yours. Toge, do you want to nickname your Pokemon by any chance? Do you want to nickname Ryubi?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh,
yeah, I'm good.
I was going to say call him Bruce.
But his parents didn't die yet.
Oof. When you
Bruce, come with me, child.
when you don't know the references, you just kind of have to sit there and be like, haha, that was funny. All right.
I am justice. I am the knight.
I am
Bruce! I am the knight.
So, no nickname for Yubi then?
No nickname for Ryubi. So in that case, you guys can move on. You get to bond a little bit over in the corner. You get to feed Ryubi a bunch of little berries, and he is loving it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Those are some happy noises.
Happy Toge sound.
Alright, moving on with the list. Looks like we have here, Andrew, you're next up on the list. It seems that the public has voted. For Garrett, there was a surprising amount of people who said that they wanted you to have Chino.
All right.
Oh yeah, do you like this? Do you want to go with Chino, the fire horn Pokemon?
I'll take the little baby boy.
All right.
If it's a boy. If
it's a boy, we don't want to assume genders.
Right.
Never assume.
Boy. BOI is a gender neutral term.
That is true.
Okay.
They identify they, them, theirs until proven otherwise. Anyway, as you move further to the table of Pokemon, you see the little hyperactive Rhino start to run around you, creating little steps of fire. However, it bumps into your leg a little bit and kind of blows off some fire that kind of got stuck onto your pants leg.
Ow, that actually kind of hurt.
However, in his embarrassment, he starts to nuzzle up to your leg and try and make you feel better.
Aw, thanks, little guy.
You're gonna hear a lot of those voices coming out. I feel like every time I show a cute Pokemon interaction, it's just gonna be like, oh my god!
We can't help it, okay? We're cute freaks.
There's just too many babies.
There's too many babies.
We just gotta lower the baby ratio just a little bit.
That sounds wrong.
Oh yeah. If only we could just lower the baby ratio. You know, just decrease that surplus population.
Majors, quit while you're ahead.
Anyway.
If only, not just the men, but the women and the children
please.
too.
Majors, please.
All right. But in this case, Garrett, do you want to give a nickname to your newfound partner?
I don't think I need to.
Okay. Do you want the gender just in case, just like we did for Toge?
Might as well.
All right. Survey says that it is a lady.
Ooh, lady rhino.
You got a female Chino there.
Nice.
Yeah. You got a beautiful
Explains
baby
1%
girl.
rate. You're lucky.
Look at that.
It explains the smaller horn.
Yeah. You think we had enough time to draw in gender differences?
Don't pressure Toge here.
Don't pressure luck.
Don't pressure Toge here, okay, please.
Please have mercy.
Anyway.
Moving on. Obviously that leaves you, Baz, as the last person. It looks like for Brock, everyone has voted for you to have, obviously, Marintis, the hard shell Pokemon, as the last starter option. That okay with you?
Oh, that's perfect. He's a cute little crust. Assuming it is a male, it is a cute little crustacean.
Oh, yes, most definitely. You two go closer to the table. Instantly, you make a great first impression with the little crabby boy on the table. He seems to be cleaning himself off of the dust that he was covered in last session. But as he looks up to you, he kind of goes up to you with his shining his armor, kind of looking for a little bit of praise, I think. He's just looking at you with those baby doll eye stalks, just being like, oh.
Oh, how can I go wrong with you, you little pincer, you?
Aw, that's so cute. You give it a little bit of a nudge on the head, and it instantly nuzzles into the palm of your hand. You two have bonded, and it seems more than ready to join you on a whirlwind adventure.
So here, you little guy. Let go. Sorry.
He's a little pinchy. He's a little bit of a pinchy boy. So, Brock, I do want to know, do you want to nickname your Marintis, or do you want me to check for its gender first? What do you want to do?
I would like for its gender checked. That way I can figure out a name from there.
Fair enough.
That sounds like a very weird D&D term.
Yeah, check for gender.
Name check.
Gender check. Go. All right, survey says, once again, we have a lady in the house. This is a female Marintis. You guys are getting rare starters. Usually the percentage is about 75% female, or 75% male, I believe.
I think it's 87% male.
Really?
No.
I did not know that the
I
gender
think
is...
it's like 87.5 male, 12.5% female.
I'll have to double check those ratios later. Maybe I'll edit it into the video. Who knows? Anyway.
Well, no wonder starter Pokemon are endangered. Anyway.
So, all right. Have you figured out a nickname that you want to give it? Or do you want to give it a nickname?
I do have a nickname in mind.
Ooh.
Oh, Nakano.
Nakano. Interesting.
From where?
What's the reference, if I may ask? Is there a reference?
Nakano Takeko is a Onobugisha, a female samurai, a famous one who died in battle during the Boshin War in the 1800s.
Wow,
Nice.
that is fascinating, and more lore might come out just like that in future podcasts, so stay tuned for that. But all right, you all now have your new best friends. You've had the chance to really get to know them. You've had the chance to get closer, both emotionally and, in some cases, physically. I'm very sorry for your pants and your finger.
That's okay. I'll get a new finger.
Ryubi's a good boy. He doesn't hurt me.
No, he just eats your berries.
He just eats your food.
I'm just here to eat your food and have a good time. Let's go. All right, but with no exchanges or refunds, you guys are ready to roll. Now you each have your own perfect partners. And Momo comes up to you saying, "Wow, you guys look really great together. I remember when Pops gave me my first Pokemon. My little guy is stuck with me through thick and thin. In fact, why don't I show him off to you? You know what I'm talking about, right? You hear what I'm asking for? I'm talking about a legit Pokemon battle."
Oh, I thought you were going to say that we were going to see which Pokemon's cuter.
Oh, well, we can do that later. Mine's cuter, though. That's just a fact. Don't try and one-up me.
You take that back.
Unfortunately, Professor Bodhi gives out a quiet sigh and decides to call out his son.
Hang on a minute there. Have I taught you nothing about tradition? Formally ask for a battle the proper way. There you go again, rushing into things head first and forgetting the important details. Why, I bet you haven't even told them your proper name yet, haven't you?
Well, I kind of did foreshadow his name, if you were listening. But the boy does smack his forehead in frustration and says, "Aw, man, I knew I was drawing a blank on something. Howdy, y'all. The name's Momo, and I'm going to be your first opponent. Let's start this journey off right. Take this." He steps back for a moment, winding up his arm for a throw. With the sound of bombastic music playing in your heads, he releases his Pokeball with a curved toss. As a stream of light pours out of his Pokeball, a familiar face to you pops out right before your eyes. Why, it looks like a P-Dove. You've seen P-Dove all the time where you come from. It's a normal bird, countless times in your region. They just kind of poop down on your sidewalks. What else is new?
I hate that.
However,
It pooped on my shoulder once.
I never got over it.
I chase them down all the time.
Yeah, however, something is off about this P-Dove. Its feathers have turned to a light brown and have been ruffled beyond recognition. The look in its eyes, while usually friendly and rather dopey, if I'm being honest, seem to have this fierce determination to them now. It's almost like it's a completely different Pokemon. As it maintains its steely gaze of pure concentration, it appears that you have been taken into your first Pokemon battle. So I must ask, who wants to go first?
So obviously it's a bird, which means it's still at least flying type. So I think Ryubi should sit this first spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want this to become a Nuzlocke situation.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. I'll just sit here.
all right. You continue to just kind of play with Ryubi. You're just like, it's not fair. Why won't they battle? Like, why won't they let me battle? But then you just see Ryubi just like housing down on some orange berries, and your mood instantly improves. He just shoves one inside of his mouth, and it just kind of goes like, wah.
I'm a simple girl, okay?
I don't need much. So, that goes between you two then. So Garrett or Brock, who wants to go first?
Want to write rock, paper, scissors it?
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard,
shoot.
Spock.
What?
How do we do I don't think you can do this over a video call. All right.
It's okay. I landed on Spock. Spock always wins.
All
Go
right.
ahead. Fine, go ahead.
Baz.
All right. In this case, Brock, you going to take over? You going to do the battle?
All right. Let's go. I forgot your name already.
Oh, no.
Nakano. That's it. Nakano. Let's go,
Nakano. I'll write this down for the future, just in case something like this happens again.
Yeah.
All right. So in this case, with the point of your finger, Nakano follows your lead and enters the battlefield. It sharpens its little pincers on its carapace and lets out a hearty yeah as it prepares for battle. That's the official cry produced by yours truly. So obviously you don't. He's trying his best. He's so tiny. So in this case, obviously you don't know Nakano's moves off the top of your head. Luckily, your friendly Professor Bodhi just happens to be in the room to give out some professor. That you. That you. So Professor Bodhi, voiced by our very own Andrew, will happily give us a description. Tell me, Professor Bodhi, what do you know? What moves this Pokemon here knows?
Actually, I do.
Oh.
It knows 3 moves to start off with. As it is a crustaceous creature, it loves to use its claws the most, so it has Scratch, Withdraw, and Water Gun.
Ah, interesting. Does it know Water Gun already? That's impressive.
I mean, the Kalos starters knew their type moves when you first battled them, so I thought...
Oh, that's right. You've been to Kalos before, Professor.
I have been to Kalos.
I have forgotten.
Professor Sycamore, it was one of my idols.
Ah. More on that maybe in the future. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
But now you know what you're doing. So, Bazard, it is your turn to make a move. Do you want to attack? Do you want to use an item? Because you actually do have items, if you remember back to the original recording. You happened to get some lovely items from the wandering shopkeepers, didn't you?
I think so.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah.
It's been 5,000 years.
We got a potion. We got a potion from the PC from home and a Pokeball from a store clerk.
That is correct. That's how it went. Well done, well done. Good memory on you, Togue. All right, so in this...
I can't use a
So in this case...
Pokeball on him. He called me out for being a thief.
That is true. You can't be doing that kind of stuff on the world of Pokemon. You're not a member of Team Rocket or something. No, you're a genuine Pokemon trainer, meaning you can either fight, switch with one of your teammates, use an item, or try and run the heck away. Though it is a trainer battle, so...
You can't really run away.
Yeah, can't really run away. It is disrespectful.
Right, that's what they all say.
That's what they all say. All right, but the choice
For the
is...
attack.
Yeah. Oh, so you're going to attack. What move are you going to use?
What move? Let me pull this up.
You're just like flipping through your notes like, what move?
Okay, so right now, little fella, Scratch, Water Gun, and Harden.
I said withdraw, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have misread. Withdraw.
It withdraws into its shell, which makes sense, right?
Yeah. Thank you, Professor. That was a wonderful professoring you just did.
Wonderful professoring. Haven't heard that one yet.
You use science
yes,
and the
this
like.
Professor is made of professor.
This professor.
Screw it. Nakano, use Scratch.
All right. Luckily for you, your little shrimp just happens to have the sprintiest legs of them all, as it seems to lunge itself forward and scratches at the P-Dove. it seems to recoil a bit in damage. Not so much that it's on the floor, but it does seem to be a little bit winded from the blow. You can see the scratch mark on its little ruffled feathers, but its determination does not seem to be lost. From the other side of the field, you can hear Momo yell out, "Don't give up just yet! P-Dove, go in for the wing attack!" It stretches out its wings and flies towards you, feathers scattering as it moves forward. It slaps your Marintis with the back end of its feathers and sends it flying. Somehow...
Oh, honey.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Somehow this level 3 P-Dove just happened to know wing attack. Because, game cheats. And has...
The computer's a cheating bastard.
A cheating bastard. And seems
Hey,
to have dealt a mortal blow to your Marintis. It is holding on for dear life.
Okay. Potion. I'll use my potion.
Alright. So you rush on in. You hold out your hand and wait! I need to heal up my Pokemon. To which Momo replies, "Oh shoot, I'm sorry, man. Take your time. Don't worry. I'll just be over here. It's cool.
Good. As I administer the potion. All right, Nakano. Just don't let that pimp slap get the best of you.
Aim for the eyes.
Aim for the whites of his eyes. Don't let him see you coming." You spritz a little bit on his wound, and it clears right up. He shines himself a little bit, and goes, and gets ready to attack once again.
That's my girl.
And now he's like, are you healed up over there? Momo says.
Fine.
Okay, I'm gonna do a thing again, okay?
I'm going to do a thing.
I'm gonna do a thing. Okay, here we go. Alright, so, let's focus up, P-Dove. You see P-Dove seeming to concentrate its energy around it, almost as if it's tightening its focus. With all the energy swirling around it, you feel like the damage of the next attack could be unforgivable.
All right, now's your chance. Go for the eyes. Spray him with water gun.
All right, you see him pucker up his little cheeks. He takes a dead shot at the Zongu P-Dove over on the other side. With a tiny spritz, even though it seems very small, is incredibly precise and strikes right at the head of the Zongu P-Dove.
Ouch.
Though just as it tries to get back up into the air, it gets launched back down to the floor. Covered in water, it struggles with its damp feathers and has been grounded.
Oh. It's waterlogged.
It's holding on for dear life now. Almost as if it's on its last bit of health.
Good. What you got that I ain't got, Momo?
I'll show you what I've got. Let's show 'em what we are made of. P-Dove, use tackle.
Tackle.
The P-Dove launches its body forward, flapping its wings. It can't really fly, so it's really just kind of waddling towards you, and then just rams its body into Marintis. While the damage was a little bit bigger than usual, it was not mortifying. P-Dove just kind of bopped into him, to which Marintis took a considerable amount of damage.
My Marintis got knocked down by a avian football player. All right.
Go!
All right. Guess we'll have to do the touchdown. Marintis, you scratch.
Once again, you tell him to use Scratch, and she is more than ready to take the strike. Almost as if undetectable to the eye, He slashes forward, and without any noise, you just hear the P-Dove go. Pff. He falls to the ground, fainted.
The Texan side of me is tempted to go, well, dinner.
Well, yeehaw! Yeehaw and all
now
that.
we can't have any of that in Zongu.
No, this is a good Christian server. We're not doing that kind of stuff. No.
Buddhist.
They're
You mean
Buddhist. Buddhist. Yes, we
We're-
are. We've
we're a
all
Buddhist
studied the
server.
ways. We've all studied the ways. So with the P-Dove defeated, Momo calls back his wounded Pokemon to his Pokeball. After lovingly placing it back in his belt pouch, giving it a little kiss on the top, being like, "You did such a good job.
Aw.
Don't give up.
Aw.
We can still pull out a win." He pulls out.
Aw.
He pulls out another Pokeball. Whoa! He has a 2.
Well,
Winding up once
Whoa,
again.
Whoa, we're the main. Whoa. We're the main characters. Only we're allowed to have multiple Pokemon.
You stop that right now with your gaming. Winding up once again, he chucks the
Sorry.
ball at the area in front of him and reveals his partner Pokemon. With a cheeky backflip, an Apom jumps onto the battlefield and rests on its arm-like tail.
Nelly.
So now you must decide, do you want to stay in or do you want to switch? Because, of course, Momo's on the other side of the battlefield just about to yell, "I'm about to send out Apom! Do you want to switch Pokemon?"
I look to Garrett, and I immediately go, switch.
Switch.
Tag out. All right.
Tag team boys.
It's the boys. So, in this case,
It's
Garrett...
the boys with the girls.
The boys with the girls. Garrett, you are taking the field, and along with you, you are calling on the power of your friendly Chino. Your Chino has so much energy to burn off. It's insane. She is raring to go. She is there on the field before you are. And seems to kind of be stepping in place as it prepares to battle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in this case, Garrett, what do you want to do?
First, I need to know the moves, so let me pull up my decks real quick.
Oh yeah, Hey, Professor Bodhi!
Yeah, what was it?
Come back over here, you lazy boy!
Okay.
We need to
You
know.
lazy buffoon.
Ya utter maroon.
You
What?
dingus.
Ya dingus. What moves does this Chino know?
You dummy.
Well, Chino, despite its incredible movability, specializes more so in projectiles. So its main moveset is Ember, Tackle, and Focus Energy.
Interesting. It also knows focus energy, just like the P-Dub before. There's a Methinks this boy wants to get a critical hit.
You know what? Let's use that Focus Energy to our advantage. Charge up, my girl.
All right. You tell your little friend Chino that it's time to focus up. You see the determination well up in its eyes. It gets down on the floor and starts charging up. You see an aura of readiness peer over it as it is ready to attack. To which Momo's like, "Yeah, that's the kind of spunk I like to see. If you're not going to attack first, then we sure as heck are. Let's start things off. Apom, you scratch!" So Apom on its arm tail thing, I don't actually know what to call it. I guess it's just a tail.
It's tail hand.
Its tail hand springs forward with its tail hand, giving it huge momentum. With a great amount of force, it scratches at your Chino and gets it right in the face. It struggles to recover as it kind of wobbles back, but you can tell its focused energy is still there.
That's it. Now, take your shot. Use Ember.
Chino once again aims itself. It braces into the ground and locks onto its target. Just when you think that today couldn't get any weirder, a spark appears in front of your Chino's horn, almost magically. And with a tiny sneeze, it goes, "Ching!" And a large ember of flames gets shot towards the Apom. The fire gets onto the Apom's hair as it kind of struggles to put it out. It's going,
Yes, we got the burn.
so yes, there is a
My
burn.
head!
It took considerable damage and is burned by your attack. However, his Apom is not down yet. This is getting interesting, says Momo from the side. Let's keep this rolling. Apom, use sand attack. Just when you think that the Apom was panicking, it goes down towards the ground and scoops up a large pile of sand.
No,
Chucking
my
it.
bonsai tree.
It takes it right from the bonsai tree. Tries not to damage the tree, but you can tell that the tree is suffering because of that lost sand.
We're gonna talk
You
about
better
this
put
later.
that sand back.
You better put that sand back. Well, I guess we'll never know because he chucks it right at the eyes of your Chino. So if it wasn't bad enough that it's got scratch marks all over its tiny little pupils, it's now got sand all over it.
Wait, pause. Scratch marks on his pupils?
I don't know what eye anatomy. I'm gonna be honest with you. More so just like over his eyes, just like
Eyelids.
his eyelids. His irises are in the eyes.
Yes.
Such is science.
To damage your iris would be irresponsible. I stole that joke.
I want to do the NCIS. Yeah!
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, moving forward. What are we doing, Garrett?
Sand attack in Chino's face.
So now, sand attack in the Chino's face. That is what happened.
Yes.
Yes, that. What? How shall we? How shall we proceed?
Let us proceed with a tackle.
A tackle. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my wah-wah.
Hydration juice.
Hydrate or dihydrate, my dudes. So, as you say, you call out to your Chino. Do you have any inspiring words for it before it goes in for the tackle? This is for, yeah. Do you
tackle?
just tackle? You're just like, you see him struggling with the sand over his eyes, and all you say is tackle.
I don't know what to say.
Well, it seemed to work because your Chino just rushes in. It strikes hard at the opponent's Apom, right in its chest. The Apom still seems okay, a little bit winded, but okay. However, you notice that the fire on top of its head has gotten worse. And right before he's about to get up, you hear a little and he kind of just go like a squeaky toy being tossed around by a dog. He just goes and falls on the ground.
Yeesh.
Aww.
He got by the burn. You don't even get the satisfaction of killing him. Or
Honestly?
fainting him.
Honestly, that's fine. I still get the win.
That is correct. You get the win. Congratulations. The battle has been won. As their final Pokemon falls to the ground, Momo shows a face of disappointment and then awkwardly smiles as he rubs the back of his head. In a half-hearted, happy tone, he says, "Man, I should have given my Pokemon some Kibidongo." The battle ends, and the music in your heads comes to a close. You snap out of your concentration and notice Momo hanging his head in shame and disappointment. He says, "Aw, man, I can't believe I lost to the newest kids on the block. I must look so lame. Behind you, however...
No, you don't.
Aw, no you don't. You look okay. Does anyone have any words of encouragement for Momo in this trying time?
I mean,
Yeah, invest in type advantages.
You should...
the APOM did have me on an itch for a bit.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, but that's only because he used pocket sand. And not even pocket sand. He used sand from that tree over there.
He used moon sand to defeat me.
Moon sand.
Yeah, moon sand. Moon sand. The sand that you can mold.
My cool snack.
And meanwhile, Toga was just over here just being like, huh? Oh, you guys are doing great. As she's just like shoving more berries towards
I can't eat anymore.
Yeah, you just see
Mother, please.
You just kind of see
Mother, please.
Mother, please stop.
Mother, I am full.
Mother, please.
I can't eat anymore.
Well, while you're trying to have an intervention with with Mora over there, Professor Bodhi, you can see behind you, he's giving a gentle round of applause for the both of you in your battle. He goes on to say this.
What a commendable battle. The fact that you are able to be so in sync with your Pokemon is quite remarkable. Don't be discouraged because you lost, Momo. Take this as a learning experience and simply acknowledge the talent of your opponents. Well, that being said, I do have some notes.
Momo immediately perks up and suddenly interrupts. You're right! That was amazing! You and your Pokemon were like, wham! And I was like, ugh! I can't believe how good you guys are already! You have to take on the trials now and be my rival, okay? I'm keeping you to your word. Well, I'm gonna keep moving forward with my trials and be a man my pops can be proud of. I'll travel the world, eat lots of kibidongo. It's gonna be great. Okay, I'm off. Hope to see you around, you three. He storms out of the lab. Bye.
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 Wait, should we tell him Kibidongo is not available in our region?
Just let him know. Let him find out. He has to grow up at some point. Unfortunately, as he storms out of the lab, Professor Bodhi gives another resigned sigh and continues.
Well, I guess that works too. Still, some of what Momo says is true. You show great promise as the next generation of Pokemon trainers. First my son, then there was a trainer from earlier, and now you three. Seeing such youthful energy is making me nostalgic. Alright, now that all that's out of the way, take these as your farewell presents.
The professor pulls out what appears to be 3 scrolls, but with a modern metallic shine to them. He goes on to explain.
Remember when I said we entrust our research to young trainers? Sorry about that. Well, this is our tool of choice, the Pokédex. We don't have Rotom integration yet, but we're working on it. Make sure you meet lots of new Pokemon and further develop your dexes. It's just like life. You meet new people and enrich yourself in the process. Okay, now I'm done rambling. Get out there and start your adventure already. Might I recommend heading towards the 14th overpass? I know there's someone who's just dying to meet you.
All right, so you have all that written down? You know where you're going? You good? No?
Yes.
Yes,
Sir.
Well,
Yep.
I mean...
Well, it's too late to go back now. You're already out of the door with Professor Bodhi gently waving you goodbye. You step outside and you realize you're now free, guys. You're free to explore the northern side of Brunel City. Aside from the massive modern buildings and ancient architecture off in the distance near the south side of the city, there are a few recognizable buildings. One has an orange roof mixed with the 2 time periods that are kind of going on in the town style. Another leads into a long strip of land that seems to be labeled as the Antique Market. But other than those, the people of the town seem to be going along their days very happy and seem to be open to conversation, especially from strangers. So it makes you wonder, what do you want to do first? So I ask you, what will you do first? Ooh, transition! We're going to check out the town.
Wow, what a segue.
What a segue. It was so good, I had to pronounce it to myself. Anyway, you guys have now free reign of the city for the most part. And with that, I still want to try and keep things orderly. So what we're going to do is we're going to take my die that I brought out earlier, and we're going to roll some initiative of sorts so that we can explore. Just a reminder, you guys have the option to check out the orange roofed building, which, as you can probably guess, is the Pokémon Center. You can go check out the antique market. You can go talk with some of the bystanders, or you can see what's up with the south side, since I did mention that there was another part of the town that you couldn't access just yet. Alright, so you guys ready to try this out?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Why not?
Yeah, some good initiative.
It's time for that good shit. It's time for a roll-off. We start where we began.
Wait, don't you mean a roll out?
Sure, Optimus Prime. Sure, Optimus Prime. Whatever you want.
I was talking about the Pokemon.
Okay, I can't do this anymore. We keep moving forward. Alright, so starting off with Mora, since she started us off today. Mora, you got a 12. Next up is going to be Garrett. Garrett, you have a 3.
Of course.
A natural 3.
I can't do any worse than that.
No, I'm Garrett. You're Brock.
You're Brock,
Rolls
which
a
I know,
one.
but
yeah, you literally can't. In fact, you did the best. You got a 16.
Nice.
nice.
All right, so Garrett, do you want to lead us off? Or sorry, Brock, do you want to lead us off? Where do you want to go first?
Well, seeing how we're all fresh from the fight, how about we get ourselves patched up first? Pokemon Center?
Nice idea.
Good idea. You did have a tough battle. All right, you lead the crew forward, going towards the orange roofed building. As you enter in, you see a happy-looking lady standing behind a counter, waving at you. Immediately as you enter, she says, "Welcome to the Pokemon Center. It's very nice to meet you. My name is Nurse Joy. How can I help you today?"
Wait, that's the same name as the nurse in our back home.
And her 13 other cousins.
And her 13 other cousins.
Nurse
really
Joy
does run
reproduces
in the
by
family.
mitosis. What in the sweet home of Alabama?
Well, aside from the questionable incestuous relationships that might be going on, Garrett, there's a nurse here who wants to know if you need some help.
Yes, I do need some help.
You need some help? Brock, what about you?
I'll need some help too.
Not a worry. Let me take you over to our premier health center. Oh, Chansey. She claps a little bit and brings over her Chansey, who...
Wait a sec.
But the Chansey looks
Differency?
a little bit different than what you usually remember them looking like.
Wait, pause. Legit pause.
Gee, did we... She claps her hands and a comfey appears from behind the Pokemon desk. I don't know if it has a name. I guess it's just the help desk.
Yeah, the help desk.
The help. And the comfey immediately wraps itself around the two Pokemon. Immediately you see a great relief over the faces of your Chino and your Marintis. It seems that they're going to be just okay. After a few minutes of waiting and a little bit of reading of the local news articles, you get to see that your Pokemon are in fighting fit shape. and have been taken care of.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, they start to rub up.
Nice.
They come up to you and nuzzle you a little bit, letting you know everything's okay.
Even though you burned my
Aw.
pants.
Yeah, Ryubi didn't need anything, though it did have a few indigestion issues, so I'm glad that you did bring it.
Just seeing it plopping around, it's like, if you guys are going to be the cook on this journey, I think I'm going to need bigger wings.
Wah, 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 wah.
Ryubi got
Aw.
tummy ache.
And that's when you would do
He
the
ate, he ate too many berries and now his tum-tum is out.
yeah, he's poor Tum Tum.
Ugh.
Too many trips to the berry mart. Oh. Well, luckily everything's okay now. Nurse Joy bows her head and says, "Thank you so much for coming. Please come again some other time."
What?
I mean, good luck on your journey. No refunds.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Healthcare's free in this region, so my job sucks.
My job sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that as we walk out the door.
She does. She really does. But luckily, you guys are out. Your Pokemon are fighting fit, and you have the rest of the day to explore the town. So next up on the order, Mora, you're up next. Where do you want to go?
Well, let's do some shopping at the market, I guess.
We're going to the market. Alrighty then.
Margot,
Margot,
we're going shopping.
it's shopping time. Well, you head over to the place labeled as the Antique Market. As you see, it is a strip of little tiny stores that seem to be giving out tons of different items, anything from a potion to a thunderstone, all around the area. However, at the head of the shop seems to be a quiet old lady. She raises her hand to you and is like, "Oh, young travelers. We don't get to see that very often. Welcome to my family's little strip of the town. How can I help you today?"
I'm sorry, I was just thinking of something.
Oh, just the passing thoughts in your head, you know. They
We're
happen.
just looking.
Huge.
You young lady. She approaches up to Mora and kind of pinches her cheek a little bit. You remind me exactly of my granddaughter. Before she decided to leave the family business and become a Pokemon trainer. Oh, so cute. So innocent. So not rebellious.
Dear.
Thank you, man.
So, how may I help you, trainers, today? We have a wide variety of options, as well as our special antique item that we have for sale. As you see in front of you, her wares are about what you would expect. You see the usual potion, a few antidotes, and burn heals here and there, as well as one thing covered by a blanket, which says special offer on top of it.
Oh boy.
So you do have the option. Is there anything that you want to get here, by any chance, Mora?
I'll just get another potion, please. My brother used his on his Pokemon, and we just need a fresh supply.
Just one potion? I would think that you kids going out there doing all that reckless work would need some more. But oh well, who am I to judge?
Oh, the classic guilt trip.
Yep, classic. The ladies love it.
I'm sorry.
You'd be more sorry if you bought more. But okay.
No, thank
Wow.
Fine. You know what? I'll step up. What's this cool relic?
Oh, my, you have some good eyes. A true gentleman. Why, this here has been passed down in my family from generation to generation.
As I roll my eyes.
In fact, we're selling it for a special offer. Just as we're doing
Ooh.
our cleaning house deal. We're selling it for a measly 1,000 poke.
So how much money do we have
1,000.
left? How much money do we have left total?
So you were given a little bit of pocket change before the game started. This is important for our audience to know as well, in case we go more shopping later. You have $3,000 given, or 3,000 poke, I should say, given to you by your parental figures. And on the side, you also happen to have won 200
Thank you,
poke.
Mom.
Yeah, Mom's the best. You also got 200 poke from your battle just a while ago with Momo.
So is that 3,000 for each or 3,000 split between us?
You guys are kind of sharing the loot, so it's,
That's what I was afraid of.
yeah. You only have one wallet.
I mean, okay, fair enough. So do you think we should buy the interesting relic?
Knowing D&D, I think it's probably important. So
Any item can be useful.
Brock?
I mean, why not? Who knows? It might end up saving
please,
the
I just
world.
want this lady off of me.
Fine. You know what? Just so this lady can get off of us, we'll take the special thing.
All right.
She's like, oh, hey, she's like Opal on Beatty.
Yep, you see her eyes just kind of dilate for a moment, and her smile goes sharply, and she's just like, yes! I mean, what a wonderful purchase. I think that this one will serve you quite well. You open up the blanket in front of you after tossing the lady your 1,000 poke. You open it up and see that it's a dingy old coin with a Magikarp on it.
I knew I was getting what I was getting myself into.
Here, you
Do
take it.
Do
I
you
have
guys
no.
want Ryubi to take care of this?
You just see him like
No.
cracking his bat knuckles. Oof.
No, it's all right. We made the woman happy. We can just move on.
Yeah, the lady is very happy. She's counting her poke and she's just like, thank you for taking that, dearie. In all honesty, I forgot what that thing did years ago.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket for now.
All right, you stuff that coin away, possibly for future use. Who's to say? For all we know, it's just a useless coin. Well. Well, you're still here in the antique market. Is there anything that you'd like to buy other than what you got?
Maybe a repel for safekeeping.
All right, she pulls out a fresh case of repels and she says, well, now is the time, boys. How many are we talking? 5, 6, 10, 20?
I think we have enough room for just one.
Oh,
25?
5?
Just one.
Isn't
Oh.
it just like 500 poke for one?
Oh. I thought you had some taste. My mistake.
I bought your stupid coin.
You can never have
Listen,
enough.
lady, we're living on a budget here.
This is
Yeah,
a capitalist
cup of
world,
noodles.
Sonny.
You know what? Screw it. We're not taking anything. We're leaving.
Oh, wait,
don't-
no. I'll give you one repel.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm sorry to you kids, too. When you get to be my age, things get a little bit tougher. The kids start to move out. You start to run this whole strip by yourself. It's hard. So,
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right, you chuck the money at the old lady. It gets impressed into her forehead, and you just rip the repel out of her hands and move on with your day.
Thanks.
Congratulations, guys! You nearly murdered an old lady with our coins. How does it feel?
You do
It
hear
actually-
an ambulance siren in the background.
It actually feels a little satisfying, if I'm quite honest. I mean, she ripped me off.
I'm sorry. She was just
She ripped me off for
making me
a coin.
uncomfortable.
She was unhealthy. Well, so that's another place down. You have now explored a lot of what you've been able to do. That leaves, last but not least, Garrett. You have run of the town. Where do you want to go?
What are the options left?
Your remaining options are as follows. You can either talk with the bystanders of the town, or you can try and check out the south side. Other than that, you can just leave the town and move on to your next location. So, world's your oyster.
Talking
Bob's
to
your
people
uncle.
usually use the free items.
Free things.
So let's go talk to some people.
All right.
Free.
Free. So, you go around trying to chat up with some people. A few of them are on their way, so they kindly ask that they kind of move on. But there is one gentleman who is seemingly happy with himself, but also a little bit bummed. You gesture over to him if he wants to talk about it. To which he replies, "Thank you for your concern, young people. No, in all honesty, I moved here quite a while ago because I wanted to see the festival. I guess I'm just a little sad that it hasn't happened yet. I think the next one should be in a month. So maybe my wish will finally come true. You know, before the whole, 'you're too old to do anything, go back to the hospital where you belong' shtick I get from my kids."
Oh, is
Go
that
play
so?
checkers, economy wrecker.
We've heard that before, like not even 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Oh.
really.
That's interesting. Well, I hope you kids have a nice day. Thank you for hearing out my ramblings.
No problem.
Tell you what, I had this thing from back when I was a Pokémon trainer, and I walked around Brunel like heck. I bought this with a certain lady in mind, but you might get some use out of it. He pulls out a silk scarf that seems to be embroidered with the phrase "I love you" on it.
Aww.
Oh,
Just like,
yeah, so sweet.
here.
Honestly, let's put that on good over Yubi. I think it'll fit her. Hit him. I think it'll fit him.
You tie the silk scarf around Ryubi's neck, to which it seems to kind of like puff it up a little bit. It dusts it off and goes, "Woo!"
It kind of acts like a bib.
Oh, he's baby.
Kind of acts like a bib.
Yeah, baby.
He is baby. Well, it seems Ryubi loves it, and the gentleman seems all the happier. He pats his belly and goes, "Brr. That's the kind of expression I was hoping for. Don't forget to smile, kids. The next festival is only a month away. Hopefully I'll see you guys there."
Can't wait.
Well,
Nice.
well, that's one more action down the drain. Luckily, you have explored this town to the fullest. Obviously, you don't know what's going on in the south side yet, but you still have time to move on. Do you want to try and go on to the next route, or do you want to see what's going on in the south side?
I'd say let's move on. I think the south side might be blocked off in preparation.
It's very possible.
Preparation for what?
That's possible.
For
Well,
this
Blow this
festival this guy-
popsicle stand.
This guy was just talking about.
yeah, there could be a festival going on soon. Like a month.
Yeah. Well,
Do you know how long it takes to prepare for something this big?
Exactly. It's a big deal for them. Maybe it's time to just mosey on out. What do you guys think?
I think so too.
Let's blow
I'm
this popsicle stand.
All right.
curious though.
All right. You each take popsicles before you leave. That's another 500 Poke gone.
No. No!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There are no popsicle sticks. I tricked you. I tricked you all.
Oh, yay.
Oh, yay. Oh, God. Well, now that you've explored the
Oy
north
vey.
side to your heart's content, you see that there is a route leading onto the Fort Teeth overpass. The sign nearby is labeled Route 2. So, are you guys ready to go?
Let's
Sure,
do
why
it.
not?
Yeah.
All right. You head out onto Route 2, and immediately your ankles are up to here. They are just covered in tall grass. Aside from...
Somebody should get a lawnmower.
Really should, but then again, where's the fun in that?
Who needs a lawnmower?
Yeah, who needs a lawnmower when you have fire types?
Fire types, yes.
Yes.
Burn it. Burn it all.
Well, aside from some trees and a few loose stones from the overpass's construction, you are surrounded on all sides by large patches of green. You do, however, see one youngster waiting around in the grass ahead of you. He occasionally glances up as if he's scanning the area for an opponent. So, that's basically it. This is your first opportunity to explore a route.
Well, looks like I think Ryubin does need some training up.
Gotta get them muscles.
Yeah, it hasn't had a battle yet, so let's have Ryubin do a fight against the trainer.
As gets swole, yo.
Okay.
I mean, it's really up to you, Mora, what you want to do.
It's a suggestion.
Suggestion.
I guess I'll go into the grass and battle.
Well, find out, because right now we're going to decide something. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to give you each the opportunity to perform an action in the route. On any route we go down in the future, you can either look for a wild Pokemon, battle a trainer, or simply explore the route. There may be hidden goodies and stuff laid about that we don't even know about. So, I will now ask in the same way, what do you want to do with a new initiative order? So, let's start with you, Mora. Let's see what you get. Mora got a 14.
Nice.
Nice numbers.
Nice.
Next up is Garrett.
And I'm going to get 1.
You got an 18.
Oh!
I rolled good.
I rolled good.
Look at that. And finally, we end on you, Brock. Let's see what we get. Brock got the 2.
Well,
at least it's not.
It's not a 1. Could have been worse. Could have got God knows what out here.
It is a cruel mistress.
Oh, fate, why do you torture me?
Remember
so?
those level 5 Salamence in Alola?
Oh, God.
I have yet to find one of those.
Well, maybe you'll find it while you're exploring the route. So we start off in an ironic twist of fate with Garrett, of all people.
Of all people.
Of all people. Garrett, where do you want to go? What do you want to do first?
The turns have tabled.
The turns have tabled. The turns have tabled.
Let's find a new team member.
Oh, we're going to catch a new Pokemon. All right. So, you go into the tall grass, going further than you did before. You start waiting around quite a bit, looking for your new friend, but unfortunately, it seems like you're not getting much of anything. However, just before you give up hope, you see a shaking in the tall grass. It shakes for quite some time before you look down and there's something there.
There's something.
There's something. You try to push the grass aside, but before you know it, this Pokemon zips past you. It starts moving in irregular patterns, up into the air, out of the sides. You can't get a good look at it until it stops right in front of you. It seems to be a tiny little winged Pokemon, with a weird yellow hue to it. You've never seen this Pokemon before in any of the regions you've been in before. So this is an entirely new encounter for you.
I like it.
Ooh, it's got spunk. All right, kids, we know how this goes. If we want to catch us a Pokemon, what do?
We have to fight it.
That is correct. So, in this case,
Garrett,
how are we going to handle this?
I'd say let's chip it down nice and easy with a tackle.
All right, you call out Chino, who is raring to go as per usual. It charges forward with a tackle and strikes at it. Luckily, the hit lands successfully. It does a decent amount of damage, getting it to knock down a little bit closer towards the grass. However, the Peachik does not look defeated. It gets back up and starts zipping around some more very quickly. It goes nyum nyum.
It goes nyum.
It goes nyum. It goes nyum so fast that it launches itself into Chino and knocks it back.
Ouch.
That's a tough little bird.
It looks.
I like it.
It's quite the tough little bird.
Where is his health at?
Are we talking about Chino?
No, we're talking about the bird.
Looking at the Peachik in front of you, it seems
the bird.
Oh yeah, the bird. The bird is the word. The bird Pokemon seems to be seems to have taken some considerable damage. It looks to be right above. If I had to use a colored coding scale to grade health, I'd say it'd probably be in about a yellow. That sounds like a good rough approximation of where it would be.
Then I say now's a good time to throw myself a Pokeball.
All right. You take out the Pokeball that you were given back in your town, and you give it a little toss. Anything you say before you throw the Pokeball?
Please work.
And with that very desperate plea, you throw the Pokeball out in front of you and watch as it begins to shake. It shakes once, and then twice, and then thrice.
Nice.
Congratulations! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Congratulations! You caught your first Pokemon!
Now, who is it? I'm going to open up the Pokedex.
Yes, I gave a little bit of a spoiler, unfortunately, earlier. But, now we can go into it in full detail. So let's see what your Pokedex has to say about this Pokemon. Pull that bad boy up for me. Do you want to do the honors, or do you want the Pokedex to read it off for you?
I'll have the Pokedex read off for me.
All right, sounds like a deal. You pull out your Pokedex and put on the voiceover function, and luckily, it seems to be working today. Hello, I am Dexter. How may I assist you today? Oh, it looks like you caught a Pokemon. Let us see what we have. Peachik, the humming Pokemon. A normal flying type Pokemon. Peachik beats its wings 10 to 15 times per second. It is rarely seen resting as it flies around the region.
Explains the nyum nyum.
It goes nyum nyum.
It goes nyum nyum.
It goes nyum nyum.
Nyum.
Now, I'm going to do this every single time, but is it male or female?
Ah, yes, we must know the gender. Let me give it a roll. All right, it looked like we've got a beautiful baby boy.
I got just a nickname for it.
Yay, what do we got?
Tesla.
Ooh, Tesla. Very nice. All right. So, Tesla, you take Tesla out of your Pokeball to greet it a little bit. It's still numing around your head, not seeming to rest for a moment. But in its haste, it kind of knocks into your forehead a little bit, jamming it up. So it stops in front of you, gives you a little bit of a peck on the cheek, and seems to have bonded with you.
I think you and I are going to be good friends.
Yeah. So now you have 2 Pokemon. Congratulations. Now we can move on to the rest of our merry crew. So next up, we have on the docket, we've got Mora. Mora, where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I'm tempted to also see if I can get a new teammate just to train up Ryubi a bit. Just train up the boy.
Give him a little bit of experience. Well, luckily, catching Pokemon does mean a little bit of experience. even if you can't always see it.
Thank you, new.
Thank you, new generations. All right, so we're going into the grass. We step on in. It's right up to our little toesies. And unlike your previous partner, Garrett, it seems that you had no trouble finding a Pokemon, as there is shaking grass all around you. As you look out towards what it could be, you notice that there seems to be something shaking in the grass. It comes closer and closer and knocks into your ankle.
Ouch.
Just kind of headbutts.
Ow!
You look down, and what you find is something that you weren't expecting. A little rodent-like Pokemon that can't seem to see very well.
Oh!
It seems to be in a battle. It seems to be in a battle stance, but you can't seem to tell if it wants to fight you because it's facing away from you. I'm assuming it just has very poor eyesight.
Oh, I love him already.
All right, are we gonna try and catch this bad boy? Or gal?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me catch him.
All right, how are we wanting to do this?
Well, I'm not in the mood to beat up a small creature with my fist, so I'm just gonna bring out Ryu.
All right. So instead of choosing the violent option, Ryubi flutters around your head for a little bit, perching on your shoulder, before seeing that it's time to brawl. So he.
Oh, what Texas know?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear what you said. Oh, that's right. We need to know its moves, and we don't have Professor Bodhi. Luckily, your friendly Dexter is here to give you the heads up on what moves he knows. So, hello. It seems that you need help with something. Oh my, what a beautiful baby boy. Let us check out this Ryubi, shall we?
I know, right?
Okay, I see what you were looking for. It would seem that this Ryubi knows pound, growl, and leafage. That is all.
Okay, I guess let's hit him with the leafage, I guess.
All right. Your Ryubi flaps open its wings and shows off a scattering of leaves. It starts to blow on the leaves with its mighty, mighty flutter and shoots them forward. They start to scratch at the little blindant, who is extremely confused at what the heck is going on around it. But
I'm sorry, little guy.
But it does not seem deterred. It is still ready to brawl. In fact, this little guy is so ready that he just kind of jumps up and bites at the nearest thing to it, which just happens to be Ryubi's little leg.
I thought I was going to say, it bit a rock.
Oh! Oh!
It pulls it down, leaving Ryubi vulnerable. Just as it's about to go in for a second helping, it bites down on a rock. Improvise.
Bastard.
That's the rule of D&D, y'all. If it's funny, make it happen. All right, so now this rat seems a little bit distracted by the target it has to deal with.
The target?
The target? So, what are we gonna do? Tamora?
Tamora.
Tamora?
Is the Tamora my favorite Marvel character? Anyway, is the health at yellow yet for the blind boy?
You take a look, and it looks like your Ryubi did a good job. It got a critical hit on that little rat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
my
go.
boy.
That's my baby boy. All right, so it does seem to be down in the yellow. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll throw the Pokeball. I don't want to get him to faint.
All right, you pull out your Pokeball. You give it. Do you have any words that you want to say before you toss it out?
Cole
I'm sorry, what?
or just some basketball phrase, I guess.
Just like
I don't know what.
Kobe.
Kobe.
Kobe. You just kind of basketball. You just kind of swish that Pokeball over the corner, and just have it launch towards the Pokemon. Luckily, it lands right on its forehead, and stops it from chewing on that rock before it loses a tooth. And it begins
Aw.
to shake. It shakes once. It shakes twice. It shakes thrice. Dong! Congratulations! You caught yourself a Pokemon! Yeah!
Yay!
Yeah! Alright, it looks like you got a new Pokemon. Do you want to read its Pokedex entry?
No.
No? You're just gonna go in blind?
Like the rat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love this boy.
Well,
I don't know who he is. I'm already.
Well, as you hold him up to your head, you hear your Pokedex yell out to you, "Hey, you big dummy! You still don't know what this thing is called."
I don't care. I love.
Well,
Fine.
just for the audience at home, it is called a blind dent.
Audience. Do you think there's a fourth wall dividing us from the fictional world to the real world?
Well, they're not anymore.
Gosh,
Not a-
gosh, you guys, do you ever feel like you're being watched?
The blind dent! So, I bring it back over to you, Mora. Do you wanna know its you didn't want to know its name. Do you want to know its gender?
Sure, why not?
All right. Survey says we've got ourselves a little lady.
Yeah, Ryubi's got himself a gal pal.
Aw,
Platonically.
I think I have.
Platonically.
I think I have a good name for it. It's a little dark, but I think it's a good name.
That is?
Oh no.
I'm worried.
Keller.
I do not know what the reference is.
Helen Keller?
Yes.
Oh god. I'm just gonna, even though it's a rat, not a mouse, I'm just gonna name. Actually, I'll just name it Keller then. I'll succumb to peer pressure.
All right. We have Keller the blind dent. You pop it out of its Pokeball, and just as you go in to pet it, it gives you a little bit of a bite on the finger.
Ow.
Aww.
It's just kind of playfully biting at your finger. Ryubi kind of talks to it in Pokémon, like, "Meow, meow, 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 meow." And then Blind just goes,
Nibbler was.
and just goes, "Wah?" As it starts to lick the bite that it just kind of inflicted on your little finger.
The blood of my enemies tastes good.
Yes.
Blind and that's
now
not your enemy.
It now seeks vengeance. It seeks combat. It seeks blood. Yeah, we bring it. Pokemon! Let's bring it back.
You are one vicious little rodent. I am staying away from you.
Well, that's a good thing, because it's your...
Oh, look at her. So cute.
Yeah,
It's-
it seems that Blind Gen has a very acute sense of smell. That's how I was probably able to find you.
Looks like it's still able to function a little bit. That's good to know. Maybe one day we'll come back to its Pokedex entry.
One day.
One day. But for now, Brock, it's your time to shine. Finally, we have made it to you. What do you want to do?
I'd like to go find a new teammate.
Oh boy, everyone's going the new Pokemon route. Sounds like a plan to me.
We want more. We want more friends.
More friends, the better, is what I say.
I'm kind of hoping that it happened the same as the last recording session we tried to do with this, and it was so funny.
Oh yes. We should mention, this is the second recording we've done of this video.
I said that earlier.
Yeah, I forgot. I forget a lot of things. Who am I again?
You're rolling the dice.
That is correct, I am. survey says we've got a match. All right. You start to head into the grass, and just when you think that you're not gonna that you found the cream of the crop, there's nothing better. You feel something kind of nudge against your leg, and now it's kind of crawling up your leg.
Oh.
You have to.
You can just hear the soul leave Brock's body.
Just go like. Ah! You look down.
Do I have to look down?
You do, because
I look down.
You look down and you see a little grubby Pokemon start to crawl up your leg. You've never seen it before, but it just seems to kind of be minding its own business and kind of just keeps on going.
This is creepy.
Oh, Lord.
It gives a little bit of...
he crawling.
He gives a little bit of a panting noise as he goes like...
Oh, God. Oh, Arceus saved me. It was my soul.
Is that a tiny dog?
I thought it looked more like a worm to me. It's like it's a weird dog bug. Ugh.
Interesting.
Dog boy.
Interesting. It's crawling on my leg. I'm sensitive there.
You gotta do something about it, Garrett. What are you gonna do?
Garrett.
You mean Brock?
You mean Brock?
Brock, how does that keep happening? Brock!
You know what?
Garrett's over there just being like, I caught my Pokemon first. This has been a good day. Hey, how you doing over there, Brock? Help me!
I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody.
Help!
Okay. Nakako. Little lady. Get this thing off me.
Nakako just goes,
Nakano.
Nakano.
You hear Brock. You hear Brock scream, and there's just more in the distance going, "Aww!"
Just going, oh, help me! Nakano immediately reacts. It scratches off the bug, and it kind of plops onto the ground. But it doesn't seem to do anything in retaliation. It just kind of waddles around on its back, just like,
Oh. You are one weird little critter.
Though as it tries to adjust itself back into position, it shoots a little bit of string out of its mouth to reconstitute itself. It's just too bad that string ends up wrapping itself around around your Pokemon.
String shot.
Oh, come on. I get down there to remove the string.
It's all sticky.
That's what she said. Nakano. Sweetie, maybe
honey.
we should be a little nicer to, well, whatever the heck that is.
It gives a little bit of a hiss, like, towards the Pokemon. Whatever this bug boy is.
Hey, little fella, I say to the weird Pokemon, you from around these parts?
It still just kind of wiggles a little bit, like,
Oh, I see.
He vibing.
He's vibing.
I just help him back onto his feet. There you go.
He kind of goes, what? He makes one, what? And that's it.
Do you want to battle him? I think he likes you already.
I don't really know. No, I can't battle this thing. One water gun from Nakano and he's turns to mush.
So you wanna catch it? Just take it as your own.
Sure. Pokeball, go.
All right, you take out a Pokeball. Little did you know that while you were looking away to grab the Pokeball, it was already on its side again. And you're just like, Pokeball, Pokeball, go.
He's a derpy dude.
The ball lands perfectly, and he goes into the ball. You hear a shake, and then another shake. Thrice the shake. Boom!
Yes!
Congratulations! You caught yourself your final friend of today!
And
More
what does
friend.
the Pokedex have to say?
Oh god, one can only imagine. Let's pull up this bad boy and see what the heck's going on with this guy. Dexter comes back out and he's just like, "Oh, now you want my help? I see
Yes,
how it
I
is.
do want your help. Show me what this bug dog is.
What are the magic words?"
Please.
Incorrect.
Show us before we break you.
Incorrect password.
Okay, Michael Crichton.
What? That wasn't even close. How did you even think that would password accepted?
Thank you.
Let us see what we have here. It seems that we have ourselves a little bug boy.
You know what the bug boy is named?
Processing. Processing.
Oh.
Processing. I'm just
I
kidding.
give it a shake.
I'm just pulling your leg. I just wanted to get back at your
Bonk
female
it on the
companion
head.
who ignored me earlier. Ha ha ha.
Listen, I don't care.
Let us see. Papushi, the flutter Pokemon. This bug-type Pokemon is very affectionate to its trainers. It is said that the luster of its fur shines brighter when it has a kind trainer.
Oh, lucky.
Oh, Papushi. That's a cute little name.
You pull it out of its ball, and it doesn't seem to appear where you think it is, like right in front of you. No, it
what?
appears right on your arm.
Okay, keep calm. It's just,
It just
just a little fella.
He starts wiggling and then spews a little bit of string under you and starts swinging under your arm.
Oh.
Okay, that's adorable.
All right. Do you want to know anything about this Pokemon?
I'd like to know its gender.
Why, I think I can help with that. Let's find out. It looks like we have ourselves another lady in the house.
Aww.
It's another beautiful baby girl.
I wonder what I'll call you.
I
wonder.
know that this Pokemon isn't based on Shibas, but maybe name it Shiba.
I've got it. If Larvesta becomes a beautiful butterfly or moth or whichever, I bet this thing will look beautiful too. Therefore, I'm going to call you Mothra.
Mothra.
Okay.
Aww.
Aw. Look at the little baby. All right. Mothra the Papushi it is. Well, looks like... Well, you all caught some new friends today. Congratulations. Obviously, Route 2 has been very prosperous for you. You've seen its many wonders. You've made some new timeless allies. You fought some too. But, nevertheless, you have been walking for so long that you haven't even noticed the large wall that you just walked into.
Ouch.
Oh, my nose.
You probably shouldn't have been sprinting so hard.
Ah.
Yeah.
Shoulder.
That's what happens when you got a bug on your arm.
Well, I guess it all works itself out because you are officially at the Fort Teeth overpass. Looking up is just a gigantic wall of ancient stones cobbled together. You're not quite sure what the wall was for, but it's still here after all these years. That's gotta mean something. Among the settled stone lies a large metal doorway, opening slowly as if to invite you in. Once you step inside these gates, your progress will be saved automatically, and your journey will truly commence. And that's where we'll wrap things up for today. On scene. What a good time. What a good time.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for
Such
joining me.
cute babies.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And again, thank you all so much for listening in. I hope you all enjoyed our first steps into the world of Zongu. Please leave us a comment and let us know what you guys think of the series so far. We're really interested. The poll was a lot of fun, and we love seeing all the notes that we got on our first episode. It really was a big help, and we're really glad that you checked out the series. Please look forward to more in the future. And again, if you like what you heard and you want to see more, subscribe like the educated subset that you are. Join us next week for more exciting experiments straight from the Zongu Research Labs. Have a good night, everyone.
Take care.
Arigato gozaimasu.
See you guys.